Shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off this video by giving all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kodash. Double honors to my teachers, the elders, apostles, and bishop of Great Millstone, teaching us the 100% truth of this gospel of the Bible, and salutation to the hopeful elect, peace and blessing to those that keep the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, in truth and sincerity. All right. So, Lord willing, I will go into a quick little lesson pertaining to the soul that sinneth, that soul the same shall die. All right. So let me bring that out. And Lord willing, this will be an edifying lesson. So I'll start with 2 Ezra 8:1. And he answered me, saying, the Most High had made this world for many, but the world to come for few. Verse 3, there be many created, but few shall be saved. So already right there, man, for all the multitude that's on the earth, you have to know that only a few is going to be saved. Even in the time of Noah, all that breath, all things that were breathing were destroyed, all except Noah and Noah's family. So if you weren't Noah's family and those that were in the ark, the creatures that were in the ark with them. So if you weren't in the ark, you were destroyed ultimately. You see. So again, there be many created, but few shall be saved. So in the time of nuclear fire, in the time of Jacob's trouble, in the time of famine, pestilence, and destruction, many lives will be destroyed, to the point where people are going to be stumbling upon corpses. It's going to be a natural thing to see people, dead bodies all over the place. It's going to be like, it's going to be like Walking Dead. We're gonna be dead people every day, man. We're gonna come to the point where, like, seeing a dead body decomposing, it's just a regular, just another Monday. It's just another day of the week, you know. The love of many shall wax cold, man. People are gonna go crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it says here in Ezekiel 18:4, behold, all souls are mine. As the soul of the Father, so also the soul of the Son is mine. The soul that sinneth, it shall die. But if a man be just and do what which is lawful and right, verse 4, he walked in my statutes and kept my judgment to deal truly, he is just, he shall surely live, said the Lord power. So as I said before, there be many created, but a few shall be saved. Who shall be saved? Those that keep the law, statutes, and commandments, those that have the true faith, those that believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua in truth and sincerity, those that serve him in likewise manner, those are the just, who shall surely live, because they walked in the statutes and the ways of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. So he will deliver them at the last days. But for the rest, there's a judgment starting with the two-thirds of Israel, because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua said that judgment must begin at his house first. See, you have to. It's like you have to make a home cleaning before you can start cleaning your neighbor. Before you can start looking at your neighbor's house, you have to clean your own house first before you start looking at other people's house. You know. So it says here in Isaiah 66:15, for behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by the sword and by his sword will the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. Okay, so many people are going to be destroyed by the hands of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And as I was speaking about the two-thirds, it says, Zechariah 13:8, it shall come to pass that in all the land, said the Lord, two-thirds, the two parts therein shall be cut off and die. So that's that two-third, speaking about the two-third of Israel that's in Babylon, who's going to be destroyed by the nuclear missiles, right? Like I said, the slain of the Lord shall be many, and the Lord, the issues of life, the issues of death are in his hands. So no one As it says, where was the innocent cut off? All these people that are going to be destroyed are those that, uh, speaking of the Israelites, all the Israelites that are going to be destroyed by the fire are those that forsook the Lord, those that deserve it. Okay, because the Lord is justified in taking away a life, right? Who will ask the Lord, why are you doing this? You know, everyone that the Lord destroys he has his reasons. There's no one that the Lord has to answer to. If the Lord wants you to die, hey, guess what? You're gonna meet your Maker. Okay, so it says here, but the third shall be left therein. Why is the third gonna be left therein? Because they're gonna be saved, because they're pleased, because the Lord had mercy on them, and he decided to deliver them. All right. It says here in Ezekiel 9:4, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem. Right? Speaking of Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. So wherever the Israelites are, that's what it means. That's what Jerusalem means. And set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. So that's the mindset that the hopeful elect are gonna have. A mindset of sighing and crying, being in the house of mourning. Right? We're not in the land of our captivity to rejoice, to excel in this place, to be happy. We're in a punishment right now. We're in this punishment stage. The time where we're gonna be happy and rejoice is when we're with Yahweh Shai in the kingdom, right? When we're back home, when we're in Israel, right? Where we're supposed to be, man, in rulership. That's when we have these other nations at our feet, bowing down to us, man. That's when we're gonna rejoice, because we understand that right now we're suffering a punishment, man. This is hell for us, man. So if you're in a house of mirth and you're partying, having fun all the time, not paying attention to prophecy, you're in the wrong mindset, and this is what's gonna happen to you. Verse 5, Ezekiel 9:5, and to the others he said in mine hearing, go ye after him through the city. So after the those that are in the house of mourning are sealed, the elect are sealed, there's another angel, a spirit of vengeance, going through the city. And what did he say? Go ye after him through the city and smite, meaning kill. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Slain, slay utterly old and young, both maid and little children and women. So everyone's gonna get it. Babies, 14-year-olds, 18-year-olds, 60-year-olds, regardless, man. If you don't have that mark of exemption, that the mark of that tawab, you see, you're gonna be destroyed. The angel will not have pity, man. They execute the anger of the Lord, and they to appease his wrath. Ultimately, they want to kill you to calm Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You see, because even the angels fear the Lord, so they want the Lord to be appeased. So they're gonna go out and execute judgment, man, because that's what they're programmed to do. They're not programmed to disobey. So when the Lord sends them to kill, they come back and they tell him, "Yes, I have accomplished the mission. I killed whoever you sent me to kill." Right? All those that didn't have that mark of exemption, we destroy them. You see? So it says here, slay utterly old and young, both maid and little children, and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, the tawab. Okay? And begin with the tawab, Salakia, and begin with my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. Okay, so the Lord sent these angels, the spirits of vengeance, to destroy those that did not obey His laws while they had a chance to obtain salvation. Those that instead of being in the house of mourning, were in the house of mirth, meaning they were siding with the society. They bowed down to the Isa Edom. They even pursued after the ways of the heathen to 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 save their life, in a sense, to have a good life, on this side, right? It says here in 2nd Ezra 9:9, then shall they be in a pitiful case. So after all that, you're in the house of mirth, not paying attention, not giving regards to the law, statutes, and commandments, disrespecting Yahweh Bashim Yahushua and his prophets, you know, then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. So after all that, man, you're gonna suffer. After siding with the devil, you're gonna be in torment. You're gonna be tormented, because even after you take the microchip, you might end up with cancer. You might end up still not having food to eat. You might end up any sorts of tribulation might happen unto you just because you sided with the wrong team. Okay, for such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me. So lo and behold, the Lord is giving you all these benefits, but you're not bowing down to pray unto the Lord, to thank him. All the days of your life, you wake up out of bed and you move on with your day. You go back to your 9 to 5. You focus on how can I please Isa Edom? How can I please my master? As the Lord said, you have your father the devil, and you seek to do his will. You seek to do his desire. You know, not to please Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, but rather your own bellies. Okay, for such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, so they do not know the Lord. Okay, they do not even care about the Lord. So even when these things, these calamities is gonna happen, when all that torment is gonna happen unto them, at the beginning they won't understand, man. Some of them might even blaspheme the Lord, man. They won't even understand. Why is this happening to me? Why? I thought Esau was the answer, but at the end of the day, they forsook the Lord, so the Lord is gonna forsake them and leave them to torment. Okay, and they that have loathed my law, while they yet had liberty, and when as yet a place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it. So they didn't understand, man. And the fact is, they didn't seek to understand. They pulled away their shoulder. They thought, man, fuck it, man. I don't need that. I don't need Yahweh Hashem El Shai. I can make it my own way. Matter of fact, I'm righteous. Matter of fact, I'm saved. You see, I don't need Yahweh Shai. I can do it on my own, man. I'll read my Bible myself. I'm good, man. I don't need these people on the highways and byways telling me what to do and to repent. I'll do it when I'm ready. So they understood not and despised it. So they hated. They hated the light, as it says, they hate the light because their deeds are evil. Okay, the same people that turned their back on Yahweh Hashem Shai in this time, the same must know it after death by pain. So after after they're destroyed, they will understand that, oh shit, man. And they come back in the reincarnation, and some of them are gonna rise to the shame. You see, we all Israel shall be saved, but some, as it says here in Daniel's 12, 12 and 2. It says here in Daniel's 12 and 2, and many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, pertaining to the Israelites, which shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. So some of the Israelites, that when they come back in the reincarnation, they will understand that they went off. Just the fact that you're born in the kingdom, you're born in the kingdom, you understand that, okay, I went off. The reason why I wasn't just the reason why I wasn't translated in the kingdom is because I disobeyed the law, statutes, and commandments. So that's why it says after death they will know by pain, and that pain is that guilt that they will feel for disobeying the laws and turning their back on Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So it says here, Psalms 2 and 11, serve the Lord with fear and rejoice with trembling. That's what you're supposed to do, man. That's the mindset that you're supposed to have. Serve the Lord with fear. And what is the fear? The fear is the beginning of wisdom. And wisdom is and knowledge is to abstain from evil. You see? So to fear the Lord is to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, and to have knowledge is to avoid what is evil, to apply the law, statutes, and commandments. You see, because you fear the Lord, you're gonna keep His commandments, and because, like I said, uh, because you apply those things, because you apply the law, statutes, and commandments, you're not committing evil, and that is in itself understanding. You understand what is right and what is wrong, and you're choosing to do what's right because you fear the Lord. You see, it's all a circle. Okay. And again, it says here in Romans 9 and 14, what shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High? The Most High forbid. For he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So then it is not him that willeth, nor him that runneth, but of the Most High that sheweth mercy. Therefore, he that see again, it's not of yourself. The Lord is the one that saves us. Another reason why we have to put our trust in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, because us ourselves, we cannot save ourselves, man. We do not have that power, man. We can tell people the truth. We can, as much as we want, we can tell the people the truth. They can understand it. But even after that, we move in fear, man. We can only pray that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai delivers us, man. Because it's not because you have that all that wisdom that you're saved, man. We know that we have to endure until the end to be delivered, either in death or in life. When Yahushua comes back and delivers us, we have to hope. Okay, we do not know that we are the righteous elect, but it says here, put on therefore as the elect of the Most High. You see, we have to put on as the elect. We have to move through life as if we know we're gonna be the elect. You know, we hope that we are the elect, so we move as we are the elect. You see, because that's the best thing. Because regardless, man, you're still doing the will of Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai. You see, that's putting your chips in all the right places, man. You see, uh, so it says here in 2 Peter 1:10, wherefore rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. And how do you do that? By putting on as the elect, because the Lord will only deliver his elect. So how do you first how do you put on as the elect? First off, by following Yahweh Shai, following after his, by mimicking yourself after Yahweh Shai. As we like to say, like when you look in the mirror, you have to be able to. When you look in the mirror, when other people look at you, they have to be able to sense that Yahweh Shai is in you. Okay, that's why you have to give diligence to make your calling and election sure. And how do you make that? By emulating the man of the Lord, emulating start first off Yahweh Shai and the prophets, the disciples, the elders, apostles, the examples that we have, starting with Great Millstone, the apostles, the elders, the men on down. Those are the examples that the Lord gave us to follow. As it says, thou shalt see thy teachers. So our teachers are there and they're teaching us the proper way. Those are the men that we have to emulate, man. You see? For if ye do these things, ye shall never fail. So if you read 2 Peter 2:1, the first chapter, it tells you, it goes into it, man. It gives you like the roadmap of things that you have to accomplish, things that you have to put in practice in order to walk in the spirit, in order to make your calling and election sure. Okay. And I suggest that brothers go and read 2 Peter 1. The whole chapter is edifying. So it says here in as I said before, Galatians 3:12, put on therefore as the elect. Okay. Mm, holy and beloved, bowels of mercies, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long suffering, forbearing one another and forgiving one another. If any man have a quarrel against any, even as Hamashiach forgave you, so also do ye. So forgiving each other, man. See, being humble, meek, kind, long suffering, patient. Okay. And above all these things, put on charity, which is the bond of perfectness. So charity, um, uh, covered the multitude of sins. To have charity, to have wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is nothing if you do not have charity. If you're not willing to put put the needs of the body of Hamashiach before you, you know, charity, giving time, giving your time, giving your money, giving whatever is necessary for to edify the next person, man. That's charity, man. You see, and that's very important, to be charitable. Okay, that which is the bond of perfectness. Okay, to be perfect, you need to have charity, right? As it says, um if you see someone who's hungry and you tell him go away and be filled, and you didn't give him anything to eat or to that is necessary for him to be full, It's nothing. You just told them, you didn't really help them. You see, that wasn't edifying. Okay, so it says here back in Colossians 3:15, and let the peace of the Most High rule in your heart, to which also ye are called in one body, and be ye thankful. Let the word of the let the word of Hamashiach dwell in you richly in all wisdom, teaching and admonishing one another in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing with grace in your heart to the Lord. And again, that's a part of charity, edifying the next person. Okay? And whatsoever ye do in these, do all in the name of the Lord Yahushua Hamashiach, giving thanks to the Most High and the Father by him. You see? So everything that we have to do has to be in the spirit, Lord willing. You gotta fight to stay in the spirit. As I said before in 2 Peter 2:1, it tells you what to put in practice to fight the flesh and to keep and to stay in the spirit. As it says, walk in the spirit, and you will not fulfill the lust of the flesh. Okay. So again, it says here, Philippians 2:12, wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed. See, obeying is a part of, obeying is the proof of faith. If you obey, it's obey, as the Lord said in 2 Samuel 15:25, I believe, to obey is better than sacrifice. Okay. As it says, wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. So that is exactly what we're doing, man. Going in the highways and byways, pushing for those videos, being ready to edify in season and out of season, when being ready to give an answer for our faith, for our hope, regardless, of situations, all in wisdom, of course, but we work out our own salvation with fear and trembling. This is not a walk through the park type of thing, man. We were actually putting our lives on the line, man. Even now it says that we have not resisted unto blood. We're not getting killed yet, but for our belief. But there's going to be a time when the devil is coming down with great wrath. He will put some of us in prison. He will kill some of us, man. As it says, I've witnessed those that were beheaded for the testimony, right? So again, uh, but again, as the brother mentioned today during camp, he said it's better to catch L's for Yahweh Bashim Yashai. You're catching L's for Yahweh Bashim Yashai, and in the end obtain your crown. Then to catch L's, then to win with Esau, just at the end of the day to catch an L with Yahweh Bashim Yashai. You see? So therefore, the soul that sinneth, the same shall die. So rather than to focus on those that are in the world, those that do not want to hearken unto Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, we focus on, first off, saving ourselves. We're seeking out our own salvation and gathering those that seek the Lord in truth and sincerity, because this is ultimately why we're here, to gather those that are worthy for the marriage. That's one of our main purposes, is really to first the marriage, to make sure that there are people for the return of Yahushua Mashiach, right? So that being said, the soul that sinneth, the same shall die. Okay, so these people, they will die in don't fear not those that are what's it called, the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness, basically, right? So those that do not believe in the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, at the end of the day, they will be confounded. All right. So that being said, I hope this lesson was edifying. I'd like to give all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem HaKadosh. Double honors to my teachers, the elders, apostles, and bishops of Great Millstone, teaching and ruling well. Salutation to the hopeful elect. Peace and blessing. And again, just to finish up, the just shall live by faith. The Lord will have mercy on whom he will have mercy, as I brought out before. And then, as it says, if you walk, he that walketh in my statute and keeps my judgment, to deal truly, he is just, he shall surely live, said the Lord power. And that was Ezekiel 18:9. All right. So if you're just, If you keep the law, statutes, and commandments in truth and sincerity, and have your faith in Yahweh Shai, that He will come and deliver us, then the Lord willing, He will have mercy on you and He will deliver you in your time of need, right? So therefore, shalom, 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 DT Baba Ba, Kwam Yashala, shalom. Until next lesson, shalom.